some breakfast?
I was just a kid when I met you, honey. Working on my daydreams. Down bed wishing you'd come and save me. If only I'd have a time machine back then, I'd see us dancing in the kitchen night. No one thought we could ever make it. Didn't know time could move so fast. 10 years later and I'm still your baby. Hold tight, 'cause I know that we're changing, but I will be forever young in your arms. Tell the story about you.
Well, hello friends, and welcome to another day, another vlog. It is currently a Wednesday of Holy Week, and I'm starting off this vlog in the afternoon because this morning was kind of busy. I had a friend over. She came and met my daughter Lucy and just kind of hung out, which was so awesome. And now both of the kids are down for a nap. I have just made some no refined sugar chocolate chip cookies, which are so good, so yummy. And so those are in the oven right now. I'm gonna pull those out. You can hear my son scream. He's okay, I promise. He has a repertoire that he pulls out before he goes to bed. So this is what he's doing. My husband is currently home from work. He had to take a shower real fast before heading back. But today is just a very normal, very chill day in our life. This weekend, like tomorrow and Friday, my mom is gonna stay over just for one night and see the kids and just hang out for a little bit. So that'll be really good. And then obviously like Saturday and Sunday, we have Easter services and all of that. So I'm hoping to just have like a weekend full of moments in our life as a family of four. And yeah.
Cause I know that we're changing. Hold tight, 'cause I know we're changing, but I will be forever young in your.
Hello friends, welcome to another day. It is Thursday, April 2nd. Woohoo! Oh, your toast just got done. Let's go butter it. Anyways, it is April 2nd. My mom will be here in like an hour and a half, I think, something like that. We're currently having breakfast. I'm just getting that ready for the day. Buddy, what are you doing? But I don't know what our plans are for as far as today. Butter. Yeah. But I'll film as I go. I'm getting him some toast, some peanut butter toast, and banana for breakfast. he always asks for a banana, but he doesn't always eat the banana. He just likes to hold it sometimes. So we'll see what he does this morning. But I'm just gonna have some eggs. I might have the other half of the banana. But yeah. So he's currently eating, but yesterday night / evening was kind of packed. I did a little bit of a workout. I'm trying to work on my pelvic floor more because after having 2 kids, it's just not good right now. And I'll be 24 in like 2 weeks. So I'm only 24 and my pelvic floor is wrecked. But that's what happens when you have 2 kids. So you have to work on that. But last night I went to a thing at our church. We have a thing every Easter called Stations of the Cross, and it's like a solo walkthrough experience where you basically have like, not reenactments, I don't know what the word is, but like different stations that kind of walk through like Jesus's last days before he died. And so you just walk through that. It's a lot of prayer, meditation, contemplation, and all that stuff. So that was really good. I walked through that with some of my life group friends, and then came home and just pretty much immediately went straight to bed and fed Lucy and all the things. So, but since my mom's here, we may make a trip into the city, the bigger city. And I kind of want to go to Old Navy potentially. But if we go, it'll be like after naps and everything. So we'll see how she's feeling and all of that, but that's kind of the plan. Hello friends, it is the next day and I completely forgot to film like the rest of yesterday. It was super fun, but also really crazy because we drove an hour. It wasn't supposed to take us an hour, but we drove an hour into the city, went to Old Navy, and then went and got dinner and came home and like pretty much cleaned the house and went straight to bed. But I do want to show you the cute little things that we got at Walmart or at Old Navy. I got this shirt in a size large and it says Good Times Book Club. And then I got these shorts, which I'll show you. Also in a size large. I did try on medium, but medium was like way too tight right now. And so I just got these. They were $12, but I think on top of the $12, they were also like 30% off or 40 or something. And so like I just wanted to choose like comfort over, oh, like one day I will lose the weight, because I know I will, but it's just, we're in a waiting game. And we also got family matching Easter outfits, which my mom like suggested and I thought was so cute. For Lucy, there's this cute little blue and white dress. And then Gentry David will wear this on Easter with like some khakis, either khaki shorts or like long khakis. And then these are too cute. I got this little pair, which is like a little dress. So I got that one. This little blue one. David got 2 kinds of pajamas. So he got these pajamas and then Mom got him some fire truck jammies. Can hear me. I wanted to take a little bit of time and just kind of catch up with how I'm doing. I'm currently 6 weeks postpartum by the time y'all are watching this video, and I wanted to kind of catch up on my physical, emotional, spiritual, mental, all the things, like all the healing bits and pieces. So I want to touch on the obvious part of recovery. At least I feel like it's obvious to me, which is the weight gain slash weight loss. I made a post on my Instagram and TikTok channel about just how I'm feeling this postpartum versus last postpartum. Um, I truly believe that you do not know like what you're going to experience, how you're going to feel until after you've been through it the first time. Because like after that first time, you have more knowledge of what it's like, um, how you're gonna feel, all that stuff. And with my son, I really struggled with my weight gain, like a whole lot. So with my first pregnancy with my son, I had gained 60 pounds, and prior to that pregnancy, I was a twig. I was 130 pounds, 5'6", like I was pretty skinny. And it's kind of funny when I look back because at the time, I don't I wouldn't have thought of myself as skinny. Like I still thought that I was chubby and that I had some weight to lose and all this stuff. And I was like pretty healthy and active um, prior to my first pregnancy. And then my first pregnancy, I was like, I'm gonna exercise, I'm gonna eat healthy, I'm gonna do all the things. That was not true. I gave into a lot of my cravings more than I should have. I wasn't very consistent in exercising. I don't think it was until like I exercised second trimester, but I hardly exercised first or even third. And there are multiple factors that play into gaining weight while pregnant. It's not just about whether you're, in your calorie limit or you're exercising. It also has a lot to do with your hormones and genetics. Some people, because their hormones don't really go well with pregnancy, they gain quite a bit of weight. So that's something else I've learned. But after my first pregnancy, I really, really, really struggled with my body image. I did not recognize myself. I felt horrible all the time. Mind you, I did not get into a solid exercise workout routine until 9 or 10 months postpartum. I had made a lot of excuses for why I couldn't work out or why I couldn't do X, Y, and Z. And now having 2 kids, I'm like, cut the bull crap, Abigail. Like, you really could have set yourself up with a good, healthy routine, like after having your son. But I honestly just made so many excuses for why I couldn't. And so for the longest time, I just felt like crap about my body. I didn't like my body. I hated it. I would speak negative words onto it. And then around 9 or 10 months, when I finally started an exercise routine, started, drinking more water, getting in enough protein and just whole foods in general, I started feeling so good about my body. I started losing weight too. I started feeling more energized, all of the things. And then I got pregnant again. And I wasn't where I wanted to be. When I got pregnant with Lucy, I really wanted to be back to my size 4 so that way I wouldn't gain more than the first time, if that makes sense. Well, that did not happen. And with Lucy, I made extra sure that I drank my water, got my protein, watched my cravings, and exercised. And I would exercise sometimes twice a day, especially in those first 2 trimesters when I could do more exercise than I would. And even though I was so religious about all of those things, I still almost gained about 50 pounds, maybe, yeah, 50 pounds. However, even though I gained 50 pounds, my outlook the second time around has been so different and so much more positive because yes, I do still have weight to lose. Yes, I did, gain probably new stretch marks. I do have cellulite. I do have, loose skin. I can already see my loose skin. I do have, honestly, a belly that folds over a little bit. All those things. Like, I feel so much better about my body than I did with my first pregnancy. Now, don't get me wrong. I still struggle with fitting in my clothes. Like, I don't fit into my pre-pregnancy clothes yet. I had to buy new shorts, like I mentioned earlier in this video. I had to buy new tops and things, and so like things just don't fit me right. But at the same time, I feel so confident in the body that I have, and I feel so excited to get back into exercise and to be able to not that I wasn't able to before, but to be able to eat whole foods and drink water and just feel much more active than I did while I was pregnant. And so even though I'm not quite 6 weeks postpartum yet, and I haven't been cleared, I have started a kind of afternoon workout regimen where like I'll feed my daughter, I'll put her down for a nap in her room, and then it's just my toddler and I will do my workout while my toddler plays or while my toddler eats. Or if it's a particularly hard day, I will put on the TV for my toddler and I will do my workout using my laptop. And just telling myself, it is more important that I put my health first than sometimes doing the laundry or then sometimes I don't know, cleaning the bathroom or something like that. Like that is more important than these chores that I have to do. It's also important because I am being an example to my kids
of, you know, this is what it looks like to set healthy habits, to make sure you're going for a walk, you're getting this, you're getting vitamin D, all of those things. And so definitely feel so much better. Am I where I wish I was? No. I will be open with you guys, completely, utterly open with you guys, because I do not care, and I want there to be transparency and honesty. But before I ever got pregnant, I was 130, 135 pounds, right? After having my son, the lowest I ever got to was 145, 140. And when I gave birth to my daughter, I was 207 pounds. And currently at 6 weeks postpartum, I am 170 pounds. So, you know, my weight has fluctuated quite frequently in the last 2.5 years. And that can be really difficult. Like gaining weight really fast, losing weight really fast, finding clothes that fit you in these seasons where you're gaining and losing and gaining and losing. Like that is so difficult. And why most of the time I literally tend to wear like dresses and or like rompers slash what are they called, overalls with t-shirts underneath, because it's like the easiest thing and it fits me most of the time without like a second guess. So if you're wondering how I'm doing physically, like even though I'm not where I wish to be at, I have a new appreciation for my body that I didn't have with my first pregnancy. And I'm so grateful for my body and what it can do and the life that it has brought into this world, and Lord willing, the life that it will continue to bring into this world. Now, just because I am happy with my body and where it's at and I appreciate it and all that stuff doesn't mean I don't want to lose weight. I still do want to lose weight. In fact, I still wish to go back to my pre-pregnancy weight. Now, again, just because I go back to my pre-pregnancy weight, I can't even say that word, doesn't mean that, you know, things are going to fit me like they once did, if that makes sense. But overall, I do really want to lean out, and that's something that I'm really going to be focusing on once I'm cleared, is, you know, getting in my exercise, probably a lot of walking, and I hope to be in a calorie deficit, praying that it doesn't mess up my milk supply. If it does, then I'll stop. But right now, all I've been doing is just like tracking what I'm eating and mostly like making sure I'm getting enough protein and water in my day. The water I really struggle with. Like when I'm pregnant, I am so diligent about drinking water all the time. But when I'm not pregnant, I'm like, I could care less. Like I could have one water bottle a day and that's good enough for me. So yeah, that's how I'm doing physically. Let's talk about emotionally and mentally. I am doing great. I did not think that I could be doing as good as I am. Now, don't get me wrong, like my emotions fluctuate. I am not like sunshine and rainbows and happiness all the time. I do snap at my husband sometimes. I do get angry and upset about the silliest things like that don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. But ultimately, overall, I have had a really good mood. I have been happy. I think I can say I've been pretty chill. And I am just very, very grateful for that. I'm grateful for the mood that I have. But as far as being a mom of two, like it has been like my greatest joy. And like honestly, I thought that coming into having two under two, that I would not be able to get done as much. And that is far from the truth. I'm able to get done just as much as I was. However, like I have to be more calculated about when I do things, and I have to sometimes take certain things slowly. Like folding the laundry doesn't always happen like in a span of 30 minutes all at once. Like it might be in like increments of like 5, 10, 15 minutes here and there, like whatever I can give throughout the day. And that's really how it's changed being a mom of two. I will say that unfortunately we are still in not the trenches, but we have given into TV time quite a bit, especially in the evenings when that time period seems to be the most difficult. Like between 4 and 7, that, I mean, I feel like every mom knows, but like that is one of the times of day, wait, what am I saying? The time of day that like most moms struggle with the most. So when your babies are most fussy, your toddlers are hungry, and you're just so like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired, I'm so burnt out from the day or whatever it is. So I have definitely given into that, but I'm also trying to give myself grace because I'm still in the newborn phase. I'm still trying to figure out, my daughter and her needs, her preferences, along with my son. So, yeah. Have I ventured out of the house with two? Yes, I have, alone. And it was not as scary as I thought it would be. Now, maybe I just got blessed or something, but the only part that really was like, ooh, like, I do not like this was like the parking. Like trying to figure out a parking spot where you can get both your babies out, you can put both your babies back in, and just like the safety of it too, of like, okay, which kid am I gonna get out first? And which other kid am I going to like get out second, which I know it seems so silly, but like honestly, those are the thoughts and the questions that you have as a mom. Like, and so typically I'll wear my daughter, like everywhere we go, I'll wear her, and then my son will just go in a cart or a stroller. Like today we went to a farmer's market and I wore my daughter, and my son, I had him in a stroller. I think one of our biggest goals right now, I'm realizing, is that we need to buy a new van. I have a what is it? I have an Equinox and it's pretty great. Like I can fit two kids in here and there's 3 seats in the back. But if we were to go on like a road trip somewhere, there's not really space for me or Gentry to be able to sit and like tend to a kid. If that made sense. So like instead of with like those big mom vans, you have all this space, we would have to like stop the car, assess the situation, and then get back on the road. And I'm realizing that, ooh, like a new car may be in our future because, well, like very soon in our future, because as doable as this is for now, when it comes to taking trips to Michigan to see my family or just trips in general that we hope to make, it just does not seem, it's doable, but it does not seem like the most pleasurable experience, if that makes sense. And so I don't know. My dream car personally is a Toyota Sienna. Like I would love a Toyota Sienna or maybe a 4Runner, I think. One of those I think would be pretty awesome, but they're really expensive. Um, and we'll have to see. I've literally been scouring everywhere for a new van. Like I could care less. Like I do not want a luxury SUV. Like I do not care about that. I just want a van that can fit enough kids, has enough room for travel, for groceries, for whatever. Like that's all I care about. Like the classic mom van, not a luxury SUV. I could care less. I just want to apologize for this vlog being the way it was. With Easter weekend, there have been so many like just chaotic moments of going places, doing things, being places, getting things prepped and ready and all this stuff. And I just like completely forget to like film or pull out my phone or whatever. Like hanging out with my mom, I had fully intended to pull out my phone when we went shopping, but like it was just such a fun but also chaotic experience that I was like, I am not going to pull out my phone, and that is not happening. It just does not. So I apologize if this video seems so like random pieces of the weekend, but it's okay. We'll be back to normal stuff later.
Working on my day.